Hi everyone, this is the painting as it stands at the moment. You can see we put quite a bit of suggested detail in there, but it's not taken too long, but I'll show you how I got to that stage in just a second. So if you haven't seen the first videos on a particular painting, I'm doing a very much smaller version of what I would normally do, with less detail but still with a sense of realism. And so if you want to find out how I do that, so it's not as laboured as I would normally do. For those of you who don't want to put mega amounts of detail in your paintings but still want that sense of realism, please watch to the end and I'll show you how I do that with a different range of brushes and techniques. Okay, so I'll tell you what I've got on my palette here. We've got the usual suspects of azure blue, French ultramarine, sap green, light green, hooker's green, cadmium yellow, Naples yellow, viridian hue, burnt umber, ivory black and titanium white. I'll put the list up for you so you can see it on the screen there. So as I mentioned earlier, we're just doing a small sort of realistic painting here, but it's not going to have the detail in that I did in my previous video. But this is to show you that you can still get a real sense of realism into a small painting. So I'm just going to start off here by enhancing the reflections in the river, just getting the colour a bit more accurate really. So I'm mixing some of the azure blue, the French ultramarine, a bit of burnt umber just to take it down. I can't remember if I mentioned in the previous video, I think I did put a little caption up to say that when you're doing reflections, your lights are normally a bit darker than the reflected surface and the darks are generally a bit lighter. So something to always bear in mind is that kind of the values that you're going to be putting in. So if you've got like a dark area, it's just going to appear slightly lighter in your reflection. So mix up your colours bearing that in mind when you're doing it. For this first part of the video I'm going to do probably a full commentary, and then I will go over to time lapse just to kind of speed things up for those of you who maybe have a shorter attention span, so you can see how it kind of develops. But you'll see the layers appear. What I will do, I'm starting off here with a size 5 filbert brush, just putting in the colour there for the river. Later on you'll see me use the dagger brush, which is really good for sort of putting little flicks of paint in. You'll see as I do the foliage and the grasses how great that is for kind of just suggesting things without really putting too much detail in, which is what this painting is going to be about. It's going to be really about suggesting detail without going into too much detail. I will use the rigger brush at some point, but not to any great extent, except for perhaps when I'm doing the reeds in the middle there. But at the moment, say, I'm just putting in the kind of reflection of the sky in there. It's a slightly darker tone of the sky with a bit of the burnt umber in there, just to take that saturation down somewhat. So we'll build that layer up. Again, you know, this paint is not going to take a huge amount of time. The previous one, if you saw that video, if not, go back to my playlist, series 1. And that was many hours of work, and it's a highly detailed painting, but this one's very much going to be quicker as you'll see it progress. I'm hoping it's only going to be maybe over half a dozen lessons or so, but we'll see how that goes. So just on the palette there, just mixing up the azure blue, French ultramarine, bit of titanium white again, a little bit of the burnt umber, and we'll just scrub that in. It's just rough at this stage, but you want the values as close as you can get them, just to make sure that you haven't got too much work to do later on, because the reeds grow up over the water here. You want to get that bit in first, get the water done first, and then we'll put the reeds in over the top. But I will need to let this layer dry once it's done.